welcome back, kings and queens, if there's any kings on here. Welcome back to Intentional Living with Tameria Leatrice, and today we're going to talk about how your spirit, health, and work life, which is considered your purpose, how they all connect, how they come together, and how they support one another. All right, so if you are interested in learning more about how your spirit, your health, and your work life connects together, let's jump right in. All right, so I have a few notes, y'all, so I won't ramble on, but yeah. All right, so to operate in your true definition of beauty, it's important to understand that beauty is defined differently for everyone, because each person is unique and each person's journey is unique. I can redefine beauty. My definition of beauty would be intentional, divine, and walking in purpose. That would be my definition of beauty. A lot of people look at beauty based on just what's on the outside, what we put on the outside, what we appear to be on the outside, even behind the makeup or whatever the case is. Like, people view beauty as all put together, even, you know, like perfection, whatever the case is. Like, there's so many definitions put on beauty, but to me, like I said, my definition of beauty would be to be intentional, divine, and to walk in purpose. All right. So for every woman, this journey looks totally different, and that's okay, because each person or each woman, each man, whoever it is, like each person, my scope is surrounded around women because I love women, I love myself, and I just want to support us as Black women, as women as a whole, not just Black women, but specifically Black women, because we are the ones who lack this type of stuff, or lack this type of this knowledge or education, or whatever the case is. Like, we are the ones that lack when it comes to overall health and actually understanding how to define our beauty. We're the ones who suffer with this the most, because the world is so cruel, and for some reason they just won't let us make it out here as Black women. But we gonna be good. We're gonna be good. But anyway, although for every woman this journey looks different, but every woman is beauty defined, literally. Like, you're your own definition of beauty. You determine your beauty at the end of the day. Like, not the people who tell you you're beautiful, not the people who bash against you and say that you're not beautiful, but you determine your beauty. No one else but you. I would say no one else but you and the Creator. Let's say that. So let's jump right in. The connection of your spirit, health, and your work life. So when I speak on work life, I want you to understand, first off, when I speak on your spirit, I'm talking about your inner. Like your inner self. Your inner self. Who's attached to the Creator. Okay, when I speak on health, I want you to understand I'm not just talking about what you eat. Although I am a nutritionist, I'm not just talking about what you eat. I'm talking about your overall health. From your spiritual health, your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health. I'm talking about your overall health. And when I speak on your work life, I'm speaking on your purpose. What it is that you're doing, what it is that you were brought here to do. Not just what you're doing, but what you were brought here to do. Your purpose, understanding that. But, so in order to understand the importance of your health and your work life, you must first learn who you are. And the only way, I'm just gonna be real with you. Like, the only way you're gonna learn who you are and understand who you are and get down like to the nitty gritty, like deep down inside who you are, is if you connect to the Most High. Like, that's the only way. Like, I don't care. You can go to the counselors, you can go to your friends, you can go to your mama, you can go to your daddy, trying to figure out who you are. But until you connect with the Most High, or until someone connects you with or aligns you with the Most High, our Creator who created us, like, you will not have this understood. You will not understand who you are. Like, just point blank period. Like, who knows you better than the Creator? Like, who knows you better than the Creator? Nobody. Nobody. So that's tip number one. Get understanding of who you are by connecting with the Creator. So first I want to dive into connecting spirit and health. So when connecting spirit and health, we want to just look at the fact of, like, when we're brought into this world, normally, unless you're born with like a birth defect or something is wrong at birth, something of that sort, and even if something is wrong or there's a defect, birth defect, I've seen many people overcome obstacles that doctors may have said they were not going to be able to face. They weren't going to be able to walk, or they weren't going to be able to do this, or they wouldn't live past this. At the end of the day, the man above is the only one that has the last say so. So when it comes to your health, like, normally we come in the world A1. Like, you come in the world A1, no excuses why you can't do this and why you can't do that, when you got people out here who have birth defects who get it done. So if you come in the world A1, basically, when it comes to your health, usually we are the ones who affect our health. We are the ones who make choices that affect our health. And I'm going to get a little bit more deeper into that. And when I say we make choices that affect our health, I'm saying more so of, like, we choose to eat poorly. We choose to be in, like, toxic relationships. We choose to decide not to act on whatever we feel like our purpose is. We choose to settle. Like, we choose these things. So when it comes to your choices, you have to reevaluate your mind and understand basically where it all started from and what the Creator told you and what the Word tells you that you should be doing or how you should be thinking. Therefore, you have to really sit down and get understanding. And when I say seek first the Word, seek first the truth, and the truth lies within the Word. And the Word tells us that we're important, that we're valuable, and you have to speak to yourself and you have to treat yourself just as if the good Lord treats you or the good Lord sees you. You have to see yourself just like the good Lord sees you. And until you do, then you'll always limit yourself. You'll always cause harm to yourself because you always feel like, I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve this. So my tip number 2 is, it's important to start viewing yourself just as the Creator sees you. And my reference to how the Creator sees us is Genesis 1:31. And it states, and God saw everything that He had made, and behold, it was very good. If the good Lord tell you that you're good, how you gonna let Sam, Joe, and Mary tell you you're not? Or how you gonna allow them to make you feel like you're not? Like, no one speaks truth over the good Lord. So at the end of the day, if the good Lord told me I'm good, I know I'm good. And that's all. Like, I don't need validation from nobody else to determine whether I am good or not. Because I saw the truth already. I see the truth. So I don't need nobody to, like, validate that. For what? For what? And also you can reference to Genesis 1:26. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. If you're made in His image, what can man tell you you're not? Man can't tell you anything. except for what you allow man to make you believe or make you think. So at the end of the day, the good Lord created us, and from the beginning, we were good. That's just like Eve. Like, in the beginning, she was good. But she listened. She listened to other people that made her feel like she was not. And it was more for her to see. It was more for her to discover. And you see what she ended up looking crazy. But yeah, like, at the end of the day, if God sees you as being good, why treat yourself less? Like, why treat yourself anything less than that? Anything less than good. So knowing that the good Lord created us, and he considered us divine, like, at the end of the day, if you believe in his word, you don't question it. You don't back from it. Like, you walk in it. You walk in it. So at the end of the day, like, how you treat yourself matters. And not just how you treat yourself on the physical realm. And I'm not saying going to go get your hair done, going to go get your makeup done. Like I always say, the physical realm is the least important. It's how you treat yourself on the inside. Because we can be A1 on the outside, and on the inside, we're balling. Trust me, like, I'm not talking about what I have heard or what somebody has told me, whatever the case is. Like, I'm telling you from what I know, what I have experienced. I have been to the lowest point of my life, and on the outside, people could not see it. So at the end of the day, like, start seeing yourself just like the good Lord sees you. And don't allow nobody to make you feel less than just what the good Lord told you were. And just what the good Lord told you are. And at the end of the day, like, that's why I love the fact that I have begun this walk as far as living intentional, because it all goes back to being intentional about everything. About everything you decide to do, everything you decide to eat, everything you decide to put up with, being intentional about your entire life. Like, everything. It all leads back to being intentional. If you're not intentional, then the choices that you make can affect your overall health. If you stressed out, it starts showing up on the outside. If you're overeating, it starts showing up on the outside. If you are emotionally attached to whatever it may be or whoever it may be, it's gonna show up. Mentally, if there's something going on, it's gonna show up. So the choices that you make, what you put in side of your body, and not just food, what you put in side of your body will show up on the physical realm. So at the end of the day, you gotta treat yourself good. You gotta treat yourself well. Because at the end of the day, like the good Lord taught you, like from the beginning, you're divine. You're good. You're created in his likeness. Can't nobody question it. I don't care what nobody say. Can't nobody question it. All right. So I want to connect work-life balance and spirit. So I hear a lot of women say that, a lot of working moms, especially because, like I said, I'm a working mom, and I normally, I come in contact with a lot of working moms because I work for a program that has a lot of moms that come in, and most of them are working moms. But I hear a lot of moms say that they don't really have the time to actually live in their purpose or follow out their purpose because of their day job. So my tip number 3 is to stop settling to work a job if it does not align with your purpose. Like, if it does not align with your purpose, what are you doing? Honestly, to be honest, you just, you wasting time. And of course, like people would say, I ain't wasting time because I'm making money. So what are we chasing? Or what should we be chasing? Are we chasing money or are we chasing purpose? And a lot of people wonder why they're so burnt out and why they're so tired and drained. Like lately, I know I've been tired and I've been kind of drained, but your girl, 36 weeks pregnant. So, you know, I have every reason to be tired. However, like, I know the job that I'm working, it does align it within my purpose, because I work with women, and I've always had the passion to help women and to be there for women. That's always been my passion. Am I saying I'm gonna be on this job for the rest of my life? No, because I feel that there's more God wants me to do. There's more He has for me, and I just feel like this is just the beginning, just a start, and that's okay. Like, and I'm not telling you quit your 9 to 5 if it don't align with your purpose, but I want you to consider and reconsider. Like, don't just be out here chasing money, y'all. Like, don't be out here just chasing the bag, as we say. Like, we have to literally dig deep and find out what our purpose is. Because until you do that, you'll forever feel drained. You'll forever feel the need to work out of pressure. You'll forever feel the need to just work. And like literally, and think it's okay. Like, I know people who work, just work themselves to death. I used to be that person. I have had 2 or 3 jobs at one time, chasing the bag, and end up, the bag gets spent on everything except the right thing. That's why you shouldn't chase the bag. You got to chase your purpose. Chase your purpose. That's my tip number 3. And to connect your purpose and your work life, your purpose / your work life to your spirit, like you can reference back to the Bible. I'm not sure, I can't remember exactly where it is, but I know it's somewhere in the Bible where it states, better is a handful of quietness than 2 handfuls of toil, and a striving after wind. I promise you, I'd rather have empty hands. Y'all. Nothing if I have to work myself down to the bone or drag myself down through the mud just to make $1, or tire myself out and drain myself out just to make $1. I'd rather have empty hands than to be chasing the wind. Because that's all you're doing. You're just chasing the wind. Like, you're chasing after nothing. Because if you're working in your purpose and if you're acting in your purpose, honey, you ain't got to chase nothing. What's meant for you, what God has for you, is for you. And can't nobody take it away from you. Like, you have to understand, your purpose is your purpose. And that's why I said earlier, like, everybody's journey is different. And when it comes to your purpose, like, man, you ain't got to chase nobody. Because the good Lord is going to provide. He's going to provide. And lastly, I want to connect your work-life balance to your health. Like, you see what I did, right? I connected work-life balance or your purpose. So your work-life balance, your purpose is basically in the same area. Because your work life should be your purpose at the end of the day. It might take you a while to discover it, but at some point, your purpose should be manifest in your work life. You shouldn't just be working a job just to work a job. But now I want to connect your work life to your health, because this all aligns together. And it took me a while to see this, and the fact that I see it now, that's why I want to share it with you guys. Because it's so many people who get trapped, who get stuck within these 9 to 5s, or get stuck within what they are not able to do due to their 9 to 5 or due to being a mom or whatever the case is. I want you to understand that once you align everything with your spirit, like everything else is gonna flow together. And I like when I speak of flow, like I just want to thank God for my coach, because she has helped me to see how important it is to allow things to flow. Like, I just thank God for her. But when connecting work-life balance to your health, like the enemy will make you believe, like I said earlier, that you gotta work 3 or 4 jobs just to keep up with the Joneses and the Joneses and them. You don't. The enemy will make you feel as if you need to tire yourself out and have yourself beat down just to make $1 or just to make ends meet. You do not. Like, of course, like in the word it states that a man who does not work does not eat. But at the end of the day, we were not meant to work all the time. We were not meant to work aggressively, hard, as if, shoot, the world, like money running out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all deserve money. We all should, desire to make money. But at the end of the day, like, you have to use money for just what it is. Like, money don't make the world go around. I don't care how many times people tell you money make the world go around. And even when people tell you money is the root of all evil, it's not. It's not. Because money is it's a tool. Like, for you to use, it just depends on how you use it and how you apply it to your life. You have to understand, or you have to know how to listen when it's the enemy, and when to go back to, or how to go back to what the word have told you. You have to really, really keep your ears open, your eyes open when it comes to the enemy, because the enemy will try to make you believe anything and have you out here looking foolish, for real. So you have to understand that chasing the bag will lead your health to destruction. And a lot of folks deal with health issues simply because of their work life, because of stress. Like, y'all, stress is a silent killer. Like, people, when I say these jobs be having these folks so stressed out, and I be sitting back looking like, what is wrong with y'all? It's not that deep. First off, you working a job that don't even align with who you are. And you taking it that deep. Like, it's not that deep, bruh. Even though, like, I do have a passion for what I do on my day job, but I'm not gonna allow it to affect my health. So you gotta be, like, very intentional about what you allow to affect you. And I'm telling you, stress will lead you to high blood pressure. Stress will lead you to overeating. Overeating will lead you to diabetes quick, like. So be careful, like, when it comes to your work life and your health, because you are important. Like, when we go back to what the word said, the good Lord created you as divine. He created you as good. He created you in his likeness. Why treat yourself anything less than who the good Lord told you are? That leads us back. And this is why I wanted to share this with you guys, to show you all how your spirit, your health, your work life / purpose aligns with one another, how they connect with one another. They all tie in together. And in order to maintain your health, in order to maintain your purpose, or to walk in your purpose, gotta get that spirit right. You gotta get that spirit right at the end of the day. And it's amazing what the good Lord would do, what he will bring to you once you connect with him. It's amazing what he does. It's amazing the beauty that he brings out of us when we connect with him. Like, at the end of the day, like, every woman, every person has their own definition of beauty. Like, you are beautiful in your own way. And that's how it's supposed to be. That's just like, there shouldn't be a particular definition on who's beautiful and who's not, because we all are beautiful. The good Lord created us that way. It's up to you to walk in it. Like I said, my definition of beauty would be intentional, divine, and walking in purpose. Like, and of course, divine, you know, a divine person is considered beautiful. And the good Lord told us that he created us to be divine. So at the end of the day, y'all, like I said, I just wanted to show you guys those connections and why it's so important to focus on your overall health. So that wraps it up for today, you guys. I hope you all really got something from this. Over the next few weeks, I will be discussing more about work-life balance, your purpose, simply because a lot of people don't understand that not knowing or not being able to determine or not walking in your purpose, your divine purpose, while you're placed here, it affects a lot. And I know because I've been there. And I know because, you know, over the years, I fought to get where I am spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. And I know how important it is to be intentional about your overall health. Like, it's so freaking important. So important. And so I do want to unpack more when it comes to your purpose and operating in it. You know, operating in your true beauty, your true definition of beauty. And to help women understand that it's more than what we see out on the physical realm. It's so much more. But until next time, you guys, and as always, love, light, and peace.